Hi, I'm Fiona Rogers, physiotherapist from Pelvic Floor Exercise. And in this short presentation, we're going to have a little look at the best electrode placements for TENS when you have period pain or endometriosis pain. You may have watched our video on how to set your TENS machine up, but this one is very specifically on the best electrode placements for you to use for helping with your period pain. So let's have a little look at the various positions and types of electrodes that might be helpful for you. So using TENS for period and endometriosis pain. And I'm Rogers, physiotherapist and clinical director for pelvicfloorexercise.com.au. Evidence tells us to do our TENS wherever we get the pain and wherever it gives us relief. So try different areas that we're about to look at and see what works best for you. You may find that this changes from month to month or with each episode of pain, and that's fine to try the different areas and just work with what works best for you. As you get used to it, you will find which settings are best and how to include TENS with your other management tools for your pain. And these may include heat, medication, rest, and mindfulness as examples. So here are some research summaries for suggested areas for you to use or suggested settings for you to use your TENS machine. So over the area of pain in each menstrual cycle, or use TENS wherever or whenever severe pain is felt. High frequency between 50 to 120 hertz. Most machines will operate very effectively around 100 hertz for period pain. A pulse width around 100 or 80 to 100. And intensity, or the milliamps, gradually increasing it to the highest tolerable level, or at least until it's as intense and a comfortable sensation, as a strong but comfortable sensation is felt. Try to maintain that same level of sensation throughout the application of TENS. If you feel it's starting to ease off a little bit, it's perfectly okay to increase that intensity to bring it back up to that level. Now we've got one lead with 2 electrode positions. These are what you will need to use if you have a commercially made for period pain device, as they usually only come with 1 lead and 1 electrode, or 1 lead with 2 small electrodes attached to it. We can also have 2 leads with 4 electrodes, and this is what you can use if you have a conventional TENS machine with 2 channels. So we have 1 lead into each channel and 2 electrodes on each lead. This is a position of the electrodes over the sacrum or the tailbone. This is where you can have the electrodes over the lower tummy or above the pubic bone, sometimes called suprapubically. This is the electrode position at the bra line, also called thoracolumbar. If we put the 2 leads together, here we have 2 electrodes over the tailbone and we have 2 electrodes over the lower tummy. Or we can have 2 electrodes at the bra line and 2 electrodes over the lower tummy. And the other option is 2 electrodes at the bra line and 2 electrodes over the tailbone. We can also use larger electrodes. So these are larger than the ones we were looking at before. These ones are 90 by 40 millimeters. The first lot were 50 by 50 millimeters. So these are at the bra line, over the lower tummy, or over the sacrum. And we can then look at using 4 of the larger electrodes at the bra line and the tailbone and the lower tummy, or at the bra line and the lower tummy. So any of these combinations of electrode sizes and electrode placements can work very effectively. So it's really just a matter of you working out which works best for you personally. And you may find, as I said at the start, that this may change from month to month. So it's well worth having a little play with each of these to see what works best for you. If you you have any further questions, please feel free to email me at info@pelvicfloorexercise.com.au.